As someone who's pescatarian, I sometimes miss eating meat, but this crispy cauliflower sandwich is one of my favorite substitutes, so here's how I put it together. First, I started by making my burger buns. I combined yeast, sugar, and warm water to bloom, then added an egg, some salt, flour, butter, and let my stand mixer knead that until smooth, and I let that rest for an hour. While the dough was resting, I prepped a few things. I started with a dusting for the cauliflower, which was paprika, cayenne, chili powder, brown sugar, garlic powder, salt, and just a pinch of cinnamon. It's not salty, it's more of a spice blend with heat and a little sweetness. I mixed that together and moved on to the sauce. I mixed together mayonnaise, ketchup, a little hot sauce, some pickle juice, garlic powder, smoked paprika, and a drizzle of honey. Personally, I think this sauce brings the sandwich together, but it's optional. For the breading, I combined flour, cornstarch, salt, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, black pepper, and cayenne. I mixed that until all the seasonings were mixed in. Then for the wet batter, I cracked an egg, added some buttermilk, a few tablespoons of hot sauce, and flour. I mixed that until it was clump-free and set that aside. At this point, my dough doubled in size, so I punched it down to release the air, floured my surface, and formed it into a ball so I could slice it into 8 sections. I took each piece and pulled the edges into the center and rolled it into a ball. I repeated that with the rest and placed them on a baking sheet to rise. I made a quick coleslaw, then started on the cauliflower. I sliced it into nice slabs and dipped them into the dry mix, then the wet batter and back into the dry again. I fried those in olive oil until they were golden and crispy. While those were frying, I brushed the buns with egg wash and popped them in the oven until they were golden. As soon as the cauliflower was done frying, I sprinkled on the spice dusting and started assembling the sandwich. I put down a layer of sauce, added the cauliflower, a generous amount of coleslaw, some homemade pickles, and of course a side of fries, and sprinkled a little more of that dusting, and these hit the spot. I highly recommend trying them.